A mere 45-minute flight from Reykjavík is the beautiful town of Akureyri. Situated on the shores of the north coast, this charming port town is the commercial and cultural capital of northern Iceland. The north of Iceland offers all kinds of opportunities for those who want to experience winter adventure in a true natural paradise. If you want to stay in Akureyri, it's easy to book a room at the new Icelandair Hotel Akureyri.
Well, the idea with the hotel was to focus on the winter activities and provide services and facilities for guests during the winter time. Akureyri is one of the best ski resorts in Iceland, and both for downhill and cross-country skiing. And the hotel has very good facilities both for skiers and winter sports enthusiasts, both with ski storage facilities and the garden where you can enjoy après-ski after a good day in the mountain. The hotel rooms are very Scandinavian in design, and they offer the great view of the fjord and of the mountains. Well, it's one of the newest in the Icelandair hotel chain and the newest one in Iceland at the moment. It's a very short distance from the skiing area. It's a walking distance from the downtown, and it only takes you about 5 minutes to walk to the city center. And the great municipal swimming pool of Akureyri is just located across the street. And the view from the hotel over the pool is very nice, and it's a very attractive place to visit. Well, the lounge that we're sitting in right now is very popular both with hotel guests and the local clients as well, for high tea and snacks during the afternoon. We are the only place in Akureyri that is offering high tea. And that's a great British custom that we decided to adapt to Icelandic specialities, and it's been very popular.
The north of Iceland becomes the winter wonderland in February, when the daylight hours start to increase again, and all you want to do is to go out and play in the snow. Good morning. Should we go skiing today?
Well, that's a great idea. Nice lady.
Hlíðarfjall is a ski area on the north coast of Iceland in Akureyri, about 4.5 hours by car from Reykjavík. We have about 500 vertical meters. And the most different thing from any other ski area in Europe is that there are no trees on the mountain. It's all wide open. You can ski in the dark in December and January. We start the day in floodlights and we end the day in floodlights. And then you have a very long days in March and April. We have about 100,000 guests that come here every winter. We start the ski season in the beginning of December and we are finished at the end of April. We are the most popular ski area. People come from Reykjavík quite a bit. And we have also quite a bit of tourists that come from different countries. They like to take a day or two skiing. And we have a rental shop where we can rent the equipment and clothes. And so you can come as you are and decide to go skiing and ski right away.
And you recommend that people come here and ski and then go to warm themselves up in the hot tubs?
Yes, that would be the best.
After a day of skiing, it's pleasant to relax in Akureyri's outdoor geothermal swimming pools and spas. Nonni Travel is a traveling company that plans tours for Iceland, Greenland, Faroe Island and Slovenia. Anna Maria works at Nonni Travel and often guides travelers to various villages close to Akureyri.
Well, for people who stay in Akureyri for a few nights or so, we can offer all kinds of day tours here in the north. The nature in North Iceland is wild, like as we call this trip, on the wild side of Eyjafjörður. One can go skiing, snowmobiling, even heli skiing in the winter time. In the summertime, you can go whale watching or doing all kinds of other activities.
The Motorcycle Museum is a brand new museum which shows the 100-year history of motorcycles in Iceland.
We have, for instance, the Triumph X75 Hurricane, and even we have one Norton Norville Commando, and that's a bike that just around 10 copies in the world. Quite a few extraordinary bikes we have here. The motorcycle lifestyle consists of you being a part of the horizon when you're driving your bike. You are experiencing both the smell and the wind and everything you see and feel. It hits you right in the face or in the chest.
On your way to Lake Mývatn, you'll find one of the most spectacular waterfalls in Iceland, Goda foss, or the waterfall of the gods. It's well known for its role in one of the most important events in Iceland's history, the conversion to Christianity. Around the year 1000, Þorgeir Ljósvetningagoði, a law speaker in Iceland, threw the old statues of the Nordic heathen gods into the waterfall in a symbolic act of the conversion. Close to Akureyri, there are highly popular places like Mývatn, Húsavík and Troll Peninsula, which all offer unique possibilities for outdoor activity. Lake Mývatn and its surroundings are one of Europe's greatest natural treasures, and winter is a time of amazing contrasts with black lava fields and steaming hot springs silhouetted against a sweep of white snow. A visit to the Júlilads in Dimmuborgir is an unforgettable experience for every child. Dimmuborgir in Mývatn is the home of great many elves and the Icelandic Santa Claus, or the Júlilads. Good morning.
Góðan daginn.
How are you today?
Bara mjög góður, takk fyrir.
Yes, I wanted to ask you, what's your name?
Ég heiti Bjúgnakrækir.
Bjúgnakrækir.
Ég heiti bjúgu svo svakalega góð.
And do you know how you say Bjúgnakrækir in English?
Já, stundum segi ég bara hotdog Santa, en yfirleitt heiti ég sausage swiper.
And how many brothers do you have?
I got plenty of brothers, but only 12 Júlilads brothers.
Thank you so much and have a nice winter.
Já, takk fyrir komuna.
And next time I'll remember to bring a sausage. Saga Travel offers you to experience the north of Iceland privately or in small groups. Highly qualified guides take you to many of the most exotic places, for example, the nature baths at Mývatn. Since the Mývatn Nature Bath was opened in 2004, it has proven to be one of the region's highlight for travelers. Based on a centuries-old tradition, the tastefully designed complex offers a completely natural experience. Mývatn Nature Bath is perfect for those who enjoy close contact with nature and want to relax their body and soul in the warm natural waters, overlooking the scenery of Lake Mývatn and the volcanic crater of Hverfjall.
It's been fantastic, absolutely wonderful. We saw the Northern Lights last night, tremendous show.
Incredible experience, really, yes. Really enjoyed it up to now.
Cheers!
Magma Cafe is the newest addition at the Nature Bath. The guests can enjoy light meals, drinks and sweets in a beautiful setting with wonderful view around the area. The most alternative travel agency in Iceland is Alkemia, which emphasizes slow travel and well-being in the magical nature of North Iceland.
We do trips mainly in the winter time, where we bring groups here to Mývatn. We stay for a week. We travel slowly. There's something very, very deep about the stillness and the silence in Mývatn in the wintertime. It's like the snow buffers the sound, and there's a deep silence. People sleep very well. You can have massage, yoga, meditation, but I would say the walking in nature in itself becomes a meditation when you do it with conscious awareness.
And can you tell me about Grjótagjá?
Grjótagjá is a cave. And there's hot water in the cave. It's like crawling back into the mother's womb, and you come out reborn.
One of the best kept secrets in Mývatn is the masseuse Ásta Price, who works at the Nature Bath. People from all over the world speak very highly of her magical treatment. Lake Mývatn is well known for its vivid bird life, and close to the lake is Sigurgeir's Bird Museum, which includes the largest private bird collection in Iceland. The interactive display of the bird collection is both interesting and educational. It contains a specimen of all the Icelandic breeding birds, with the exception of just one. In addition, there is a multilingual computer guide to Iceland's birds and a shop with refreshments.
It was a young guy who lived in the farm Iceland in Mývatn, and he collected all these birds. And he spent all his money to stuff it up. What is special, it's where it is placed. The house is very special and special design for it. It's built just like nature. And so one of the most famous architects on Iceland who designed it.
And what's your favorite bird in the museum?
Well, there's so many. The ducks, of course, they are most famous in Mývatn because nowhere in the world we have so many species of ducks. And we have a lot of them. They are everywhere.
At Sel Hotel in Mývatn, we met the astronomist John Mason. What brings you to Iceland over and over again?
Well, the fact that it's a very beautiful country and it has two of the things in which I'm particularly interested. Volcanoes and the Northern Lights. I've been interested in both all of my life, and Iceland has both of those things in abundance. This is a particularly good place to see the Northern Lights. The Lake Mývatn area, very good, northeast Iceland, nice view to the north, we're looking over the lake, nice and dark, and we've had some superb displays of Northern Lights here. By 8 o'clock, it's fantastically clear with the Milky Way and the stars. And then our Northern Lights begin, low in the north, then the arc brightening. And then suddenly it becomes all sky and you have arcs and bows and dancing twists and turns. It was just a wonderful evening.
Located in the famous whale-watching town Húsavík by Skjálfandi Bay are the Gentle Giants. With a reputation of 98% success of spotting whales, you're bound to experience exciting seafaring adventures on tour with Gentle Giants whale watching. What once was an abandoned slaughterhouse is now one of the most visited places in the north of Iceland, with more than 20,000 visitors per year. The Húsavík Whale Museum provides interesting information about whales and their habitat in an attractive and vivid way. Here you can study the history of whaling in Iceland and discover what whale species you can find in Icelandic waters. North Sailing is a leading company in Icelandic coastal culture and was the first company in Iceland to organize and offer regular whale watching tours. North Sailing owns and operates 6 traditional Icelandic oak boats, which are environmentally friendly and preserve national heritage that otherwise would be lost. North Sailing is a family company owned and run by 3 generations, which proudly offers wide selection of trips, tours and cruises. Located in Árskógsandur, a small fishing village in the north, is the first microbrewery in Iceland, Kaldi. The name of the beer literally means cold, but also refers to the cold weather. The founders, Ólafur, a former fisherman, and his wife Agnes decided to make their own beer from their own idea of what a good beer should be like. They make high-quality beer and use only the best raw materials, for example the Icelandic fresh water, which they get from a mountain in Árskógsandur. The outcome is Kaldi, a beer with no added sugar or any preservatives, and the beer is not pasteurized. All this makes Kaldi as fresh and healthy as beer can possibly be. While Siglufjörður, located in the beautiful Troll Peninsula, may not be as well known as many of Iceland's other tourist attractions, those who do make their way there will never regret it. A family-run business, Gestás Hvanneyri, places special emphasis on giving their customers as personable and friendly service as possible. The Folk Music Centre's role is to preserve and present Icelandic folk songs and dances through recordings, publications, presentations, concerts, and the annual Folk Music Festival in Siglufjörður. The center provides audio and video presentations which allow you to hear and see a wide range of folk songs and folk dancing performed by people from all over Iceland. The Herring Era Museum in Siglufjörður is the largest maritime and industrial museum in Iceland and was selected as the best new industrial museum in Europe in 2004. It gives visitors the idea of how herring fishing took place, but herring played a huge role in Iceland's development in the 20th century, enabling Icelanders to progress from centuries of poverty towards building a modern society. Although the Nordic herring has long gone, You can clearly see the impact that the herring adventure had on the town.